Hello, this is Ryan Faust coming back at you with another My NBA 2K23 Phoenix Suns franchise. And I'm going to be playing game 2 against Portland Trailblazers. Yeah. If you're new to the channel, don't forget to comment, like, thumbs up, subscribe. Also follow my social media on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. Thank you. Peace. Oops. What are we doing? Is there a way you want to pass? Is there a way once? What? Wait a minute. Is there a way, right?
Oh, say does that.
Yeah. Yeah, but why are they not wearing their home jerseys? Yeah, this is
both these teams have talented front courts. You're exactly right. Both
I can tell.
on their big, and the winner probably one of these teams that wins that front court matchup. And now the opening lineup for Phoenix. Paul and Booker, the talented backcourt pick. He is out there with Durant, and Jacoby in the small forward. Now, here's Lillard. What makes man great at pick and roll action? You have to worry about him scoring or passing. Pretty and Kobe. And that is on. And Kobe on the other line. This is their first time matched up with the Suns this season. Here we go. The first of what will be the series between the two teams. Both teams will be fighting hard all these games. They can't split this series. If it all, there's a chance to catch up with him. Coach
Durant.
What do you have to say?
About his game plan defensively, he said they were trying to shut off very easy baskets.
Not doing that good.
Open shooters out on the perimeter, but he's willing to take that risk and see if the opponent can make a shot.
So much, dude.
Poor. Ain't good. Oh man, they're scorching me. This game. 3-10 down. I'm exposed. See what happens. See if we can catch back up. Great, Durant. Alright. Five.
Passes it to Nurkic.
That's off.
After four straight makes, I didn't quite think that was to go down. Still a terrific start.
And the Suns this again. Portland's 2-2 from three-point
the first quarter.
Oh, you must out of balance.
Booker's got 5 points so far. And because of that high basketball accuracy possession, Booker takes great shots. It's the only value of the mid-range game.
It's off.
From 8. This is the shot you want right at the rim. He just could deliver. Here's Booker from the off. Another shot. And here's your shot.
That one doesn't drop.
Get it, Booker.
Good.
And that's now 7 points for Devin Booker.
Can't predict what he's going to do.
And the first time here for the Trailblazers.
Oh, he's tired. someone else in there. Look at Bledsoe.
And then for Phoenix, Beasley checked in free. Warren comes in for Josh Jacoby. And Landry Shannon subbed in for Durant. Now, here's Simon. Going inside. Back in off the block.
Takes off. Great when you watch Anthony Simon's play.
Warren, come on.
Impossible to stay in front of him with that quick first step.
Skill and athleticism, boy, the sky's the limit. And it's blocked. And it's going to be out of bounds.
What? I didn't even touch it.
When it comes in the form of harsh rejection, wow. And making a statement right away, letting them know they won't get the easy ones from either end. And we're just over 3.5 minutes into the first quarter. Bring it out. This and that one comes off all the analytical guys from the mid-range. Warren doesn't just jack up threes. He likes to get physical on the inside as well. With the ball. Not quite enough to miss.
Nope.
Turning around, just lucky he was off. Here scoring.
Wow, that was good.
As a scorer, it just has an effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option. Now, here's Simon. In the first quarter.
Number 5 in the shot clock. Here's and it's blocked.
Good D.
Ball right side. Uses the glass to finish the way.
Nice.
You need guys who are willing to make the next pass. Shannon doesn't rack up a lot of assists, but he's unselfish. 3 quarters.
Tries to save it, and that's out of bounds. It was Simon. 16 seconds left to play in the first. And Craig has it in the corner. Knocks down the 3-ball.
Nice.
Defense with the pass. Don't need to be a hero.
Simon. No good that time. No shot at scoring at the end of the first quarter.
Just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. Guys, what's your take so far in the Suns? Throughout the first quarter, they did a great job of just running the offense. Credit the game plan coming in. They've identified the right matchup, and the execution is there. On the court for the Suns, Durant is out there with Torrey Craig. And there's then it's Payne, and it's Lee, and at the 2. I like KD using his size to impose his will. That's a strong move.
And now I send it over to the sidelines to get a report from David Aldridge.
Thank you very much. Now the Blazers went to the playoffs last season. First time in a decade. Coach Phillips says, it's been a lot here so far, but I just know that I'm built for this. This is what I do, and it gives me the opportunity to stand up as a man and to show that I can lead. I'm ready for it.
He is. He's embracing the challenge, which is fun to watch. Look at that. A golden 3. 6 A jack-of-all trade, Jeremy Grant also has a strong feel for when his guys are uncovered. Over the corner, lead. And to come right back with a 3 of his own. It's no good. You know, Billy Anthony, people talk about Jeremy Grant as a scorer. What about his passing? Significantly better moving the ball along. He's leaving no stone unturned as he looks to maximize the visibility. Craig, get it to go. And it's 9 more.
says that one's no good. It's Payne with the ball. He'll bring it up for Phoenix. In the second quarter, they've given up just 3 points. All the winners are in trouble with the ball in the second quarter. We're getting more offensive. That's good. Phoenix calls
Phoenix not a good bench.
The squad with the most assists in the NBA. Fourth, the Sun.
When you look at this team and what makes them so special is how they move the ball. They don't just look for an open shot, they look for the best open shot.
Out to the wing. Kobe for 3. You can't get that time. And the Trailblazers don't leave the way. Playing the freaking speed of schedule.
That game goes down to the wire. Exhausted. But only one has something left for Bianca. This is what we love about the NBA. Epic matchups almost every night.
What on ball?
Has that.
On a jump ball for.
That is his first foul of the game. Radish, he's checked in from a T-Style. And here in the second quarter,
Upsets. What the hell?
From three-point range.
What's going on?
I love watching fire away.
He's checked in for the Suns.
He's coming on excellent. He put up about 15 last season. 11 rebounds and 3 assists. And what sets him apart is his rebounding. And you can see he's been in form. You know what? It's part effort, part instinct. He's trying to keep a body or 2 on him. But that's easier said than done.
Simon gets to Nurkic.
Come on.
And the Trailblazers lead by 7. Ross,
Got it.
Ross has got himself on the board with 3 there.
Good 3.
He's on the way. He's guarded by Ross. Gets it to fall. And then was the one drop. Heading into the half. How about the return? Love does selfishness. Not only can he create for himself, he can also create for others. Target from outside.
Overall, it's slightly out-rebounded.
And the Suns just again.
They had some boxes that turned into
And that one is Showmanship is just complaining right now to a team trying to get back into a game like this.
Greg, that is definitely an emphasis jam. A big apostrophe or exclamation point, maybe even question mark.
A shake. A shot. No good.
And so that brings the first half to a close.
Welcome, everyone.
They get the Shaq seal of approval on how they went to work in the past.
Moving on, let's get you up. Thank you for being with us.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it has been a runaway. You gotta like what Devin Booker is doing in this one.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
And it's not like everything's been at the rim. There's been a number of jump shots along the way.
In at the guard spots, Lillard and Sharp. Nurkic the pivot with Grant at the other post spot. And it's Thibault in at the small forward position. So that's who Chauncey Billups starts the second half with. Jeremy Grant, part of a loaded second round of the 2014 draft.
Kevin, Jeremy signing a max contract, rare for a second rounder. Also in that 2014 second round draft, MVP, the Joker, Joe Harris, Jordan Clarkson, Spencer Dinwiddie. Wow, that second round proved to have some players.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Thank you, Kevin. Well, Kevin Durant learned an important lesson at age 11. His dad cooked him one-on-one, dunking on him and talking trash. Durant started crying and he locked himself in his room, but he came to realize, what am I so mad at? It's good to be passionate, but channel it. Once you're off the court, leave it and go back to being you. Kevin?
Good advice. David, thanks. Time called here. The Blazers decide to talk it over. And Portland making a change here. Watford's checked in. Phoenix also making some changes. Biyombo is checked in for DeAndre Ayton. And it's T.J. Warren in for Josh Okogie. Here in this third quarter, just over a minute play. Here's Thibault. From 8 feet away, he drops it in. Thibault's got 7.
Terrific use of his body to open up space on the inside.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum. Finally, they get one to drop. That's one of their first 4 here in the third.
The 19-foot shot, and it's good off the back rim and in. Sharp's got his second basket of the night.
Oh, making it look routine. This is why Sharp's guys encourage him to look for that shot.
You look at the current stars in the league, Steve, and team compositions, it seems like the big man is truly back. Is it because he can do more things than just play down low?
Definitely, Kevin. They can dominate with their size, with rebounding and men in the paint, offensively and defensively. But then now you have guys that can get out, start the break, finish the break, and knock down threes. Man, he keeps doing his part. They just haven't been able to get over the hump.
Paul against Lillard. Grant with the screen on Paul. Lillard from outside. Kevin Durant with the rebound.
Just not feeling it from beyond the arc. Sometimes that happens. He's trying to shoot his way out of it.
That one goes. Counted. And 11 points for Devin Booker.
Wonderful find by Paul. This offense relies on him to make those kind of plays.
Here's Lillard. The pass to Watford. And it's Grant in the corner. Portland no good that time either. Suns trail by 11.
And talking about a franchise that has done a complete 180, look no further than the Phoenix Suns. Before 2021, they hadn't even been to the playoffs in 10 years.
Lillard surveying the D. And just miss after miss right now.
He's kind of lost his way this period, having a hard time getting anything to go down.
Near the three-point line, it's Booker. Here's Biyombo. And terrific work on the offensive glass, and he picks up 2. Biyombo's got 4 this quarter. Lillard against Paul. Lillard outside. Pass to Thibault. Now Grant. Some nice ball movement here by the Trailblazers. Here's Watford. Good, and Grant gets the assist. In just 4 seasons, Phoenix Greg went from last in the conference to the best record in the entire NBA. It's been an unbelievable story.
And there's a lot of talent on this team, not to mention a great coach in Monty Williams. The future is bright for this franchise.
Big group substitution here for Phoenix. Paisley's checked in for Biyombo. Andrew Shamet comes in for Kevin Durant. Okogie's checked in for Warren. And Terrence Ross is subbed in for Chris Paul. And so Booker will bring it up for Phoenix. With the drive. Good work there as it goes. Booker's got 13.
I'll tell you, they're right in this. We'll see if they can maintain momentum.
What I like during this run, they paid incredible attention to the details at both ends. That needs to continue.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
An accurate shooter from all areas of the floor. Booker has the confidence needed to dominate on offense. And you look at the young talent the Blazers have, a nice young core group that can grow. Simon's the big name from that crew.
I can't believe he missed those shots. Wow, he is usually lights out from there.
Three-pointer, Lillard. Here's Eubanks. Pass to Simons. There's the triple. 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Passes to Lillard. Now here's Little. To the paint. Here's Eubanks. Persistence pays off as they finally hit a shot. He has 6.
Seeing the floor much better. Little with an easy find right there.
And Lillard throws it down.
And there is no better way to add to the lead.
Come on.
Especially when the slam is coming from the point guard.
It sends a message that we're going to be aggressive no matter who's taking the shot.
And as we end the third quarter, a great game. Both teams playing well. Trailblazers.
Okay.
And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
Let me tell you, when you can run offense through your bigs, you give the defense just another thing it has to try and take away.
Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. On the court now for the Suns, getting going here in the fourth. Lee out there with Kane, and it's Durant. Then it's Torrey Craig, and it's Ayton in at center.
Quick catch and shoot from Nazir Little, giving the D no time to react.
That bucket in no time at all.
His team is down because he's not shooting enough. There's no reason he shouldn't be getting more looks right now.
Simons with the ball. Now guarded by Payne. There's the pass to Nurkic. Kicks it to Little. Pass to Reddish. Nurkic setting the pick for Reddish. Off target from three-point range. Suns trail by 8. Lee goes in, and he uses the glass on the layup.
And I like that they're not settling. Getting the ball on the interior, 8 of their last 10 coming that way.
Time called here. The Blazers decide to talk it over. different look now for Portland. Grant, he's checked in for Eubanks. Matisse Thybulle comes in for Little. And it's Sharp in for Reddish. And the Suns here with a different look. Landry Shamet's checked in for Ayton. Paisley comes in for Kevin Durant. Ross is checked in for Damian Lee. And Chris Paul's subbed in for Payne. And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Guys, during that last break, I listened to Chauncey Billups talk to his team. He said, this is where mistakes can kill us. This is where mistakes can turn this thing completely around. Protect the basketball and make the simple play. In other words, guys, no hero ball right now.
Thank you, David. Pass to Craig. Here's Paisley. Solid play on the low block, and that one's good. Paisley's got 4 this quarter. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Suns.
What I love, and the coaching staff has to love, is the defense. They've really brought the energy with all these blocks we've seen in this one.
And I'll tell you, the energy they've shown in the open floor, boy, it has been terrific. Doing a phenomenal job converting in those situations.
Shamet played in with a nice touch off the glass.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
Here's Grant. The shot comes out. Now the Suns take it the other way. To the inside. Stolen by Grant. Here's Sharp. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Paisley's got his 6th rebound on the night. Here's Ross. Can't tie it up as that one misses. Simons surveying the D. This is it to Nurkic. Back to Simons. Baseline try. Second chance effort. Rebound by the Suns. Paul, right side. That ties the game.
When momentum is up for grabs, Chris Paul seizes the moment. He comes through when his team needs him the most.
Now a timeout called by Portland. It's tied at 55. There's a minute 47 left in the game. Damian Lillard's checked in for the Trailblazers. Some changes for Phoenix. There's a minute 47 left in the 4th quarter. And it's Warren with the ball for Phoenix. They've only given up 5 points here in the 4th quarter. Here's Biyombo. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. Portland's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the 4th quarter. 3-quarter Lillard. Portland again missing.
Trying to shoot himself out of his slump. And it's not going well.
Here's Payne. No good on the triple. And for Portland, they're shooting just 39% from the field, struggling to find that net. Lillard misses. Here's the Suns with the ball. They're on a 14-5 run here. For 3, Kogi. It's hauled in by Thybulle. Portland with the ball. He kicks it to Lillard. To the paint. Here's Grant. Yes!
That is world-class.
Incredible shot with everything on the line, coming through for his team.
And the Suns call time here. They're trailing by 2. 51 seconds left in the 4th quarter. And the Suns here with a different look. Ayton, he's checked in for Biyombo. Durant comes in for Warren. Landry Shamet's checked in for Josh Okogie. And it's Booker in for Damian Lee.
And I love the way he uses his size there to make sure he gets that board.
The pass to Thybulle. Lillard outside. From outside, off the mark.
At some point, when you recognize someone's this out of rhythm, you have to shift to something else.
The rebound by Shaw.
What the hell?
And so choose to intentionally foul. There's 25 seconds left in the 4th quarter of this one, and they go to the intentional foul. So the first one drops, and that makes it a 3-point lead.
High stakes moment. but Dame is a high percentage free throw shooter. He knows he's got this.
Tremendous showing of confidence by getting those two to fall.
Timeout called. The Suns. They trail by 4. 24 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's KD. And the Suns miss again. And they stop the clock as soon as they can with the intentional foul.
Yeah, you can't let him hold the ball and just milk those last seconds away.
He's known for being clutch. When games are tight, Damian Lillard leans into the spotlight and knows how to deliver. Good job. Want to keep fueling
Damn
that lead.
it.
Make your free throws.
And an intentional
Come
foul.
on! Freaking game.
He doesn't hit the first, and that was the one they really wanted. He's got one more, though.
And all the talent in the world. That's what made Sharp the 7th overall pick in a fairly deep draft.
Good! And now they trail by just 4.
And in that situation, everybody knows the ball's going to be in Booker's hands, and he comes up big. No choice but to foul there, but he's probably the last guy you want to see on the line.
That's good, going 1 of 2 from the line, and that puts them up by 5. Shamet nails the triple.
If you're the D, you got to chase Shamet off the perimeter. He's too dangerous from outside the arc.
Time called here. The Blazers decide to talk it over. They lead by 2. 5 seconds left to play in the final quarter. 5 seconds left to play here in the fourth. And an intentional foul there stops the clock. He hits the first one, and that makes it a 3-point lead. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line. And it's a 4-point ball game.
And that's a wrap. Those free throws being the nail in the coffin. Attack mode right there.
Son of a
bigger
gun.
And so the big win by Portland in a tight game. Probably a little closer than they would have liked it, but a win nonetheless. All right, David, great job.
Come on, man.
Thank you for joining us.
Right down to the wire. Alright. That was terrible. Do we play another game or do we quit there? Alright. Play something. Let's play another one. Alright. Now we versus the Clippers. Yeah, we'll versus the Clippers. Why? Should be done. Oh, come on, man. Oh, I was robbed.
And Grant, we've got 2 teams here that don't need to rely solely on their starters. They've got a lot of firepower coming off the bench.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of talent on display for both sides. And that depth makes each team more unpredictable on offense. Both sides have a number of guys who can step up on any given night.
All right, now the opening lineup for Phoenix. The deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. Kevin Durant is out there with Josh Okogie. And it's Ayton in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. No one covering.
Batum's ability to knock down threes and stretch out that defense, such a vital part of this offense.
The 3 from Ayton. Batum pulls it in. Paul against Westbrook. Leonard outside. It's George on the wing. And it's good. Off the back rim and in.
While he is deliberate, Kawhi Leonard reads the defense and knows when and where to put a pass. That was beautifully done.
For 3, Booker. Rebound by the Clippers. Their first chance to take a look at the Suns this season.
They'll face each other 4 times this season. Let's see which team starts off strong.
I think each team obviously will be looking to dictate the tempo and set the tone early.
1 for 5 out there, but no worries. Just keep attacking. Yeah, back in the day when I was playing, the Clippers were always an easy win. Now, LA is consistently a playoff team. Boy, oh boy, how times have changed. Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
Now here's Plumlee. Out to Leonard. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Plumlee.
A sloppy turnover. When you're not locked in, you pay the price.
Phoenix has gone 0 for 4 from deep to start this one. And that one's good. Paul. And your last year in the league, the 12-13 season, you played for the Clippers.
Yes, I did. And a great team at that. Blake Griffin, CP3, all in their primes. We won the division for the first time in Clippers history. Team record 56 wins. That year was big in the turnaround for LA. And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Leonard finds some space, and the Clippers miss again.
All alone from mid-range. They know he won't miss many of those.
There's the triple. Plumlee pulls down the board. For Los Angeles, they've gone 3 of 6 from the floor. A clear look for Westbrook. That shot off. Now the Suns take it the other way. They're coming off that loss against Portland.
And they got to the line at a good clip, but couldn't cash in, and it ruined their chances.
One of the things that you know when you miss free throws is you're giving the team opposite you all the momentum. You're failing to capitalize on their mistakes.
Timeout called, the Clippers. And the Clippers going with a whole new group out there. And the Suns will go for a different look here. Baisley, he's checked in for DeAndre Ayton. Warren comes in for Okogie. Shamet, he's checked in for Durant. And it's Ross in for Paul. And here in the first, about 3 minutes in, Highland knocks down the long J.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room. Well, a late second-round pick in 2019 out of Florida State. Terrence Mann has proven to be a steal, and he's going to be in this league for a long, long time. The defense getting out-hustled on the putback. Can't let that happen.
You have got to put a body on somebody. We talk about it ad nauseum, but you've got to be disciplined with the box outs.
Ross for 3. The Clippers grab the miss. And for Mann, proving he belongs, earned him a 2-year, $22 million contract extension.
NBA, I love his game. An efficient scorer and good decision maker who doesn't try to do too much. He just makes it easy for coach to trust him with bigger minutes.
Well, when you consider if you're trying to guard Norman Powell, the first thing you have to worry about is a quick first step. And he uses that first step with a combination of aggression and acceleration. Boy, he can get by you in a hurry.
And the basket by Shamet. Well, plenty of give and take so far.
Yeah, 6 lead changes already. Both teams came to play.
1:02 left in the first quarter here. Offensive rebound. Zubac's shot is off.
Boy, 9 times out of 10, that's going in. I'm sure he surprised himself with the miss.
And Booker with the jam.
Well, this is one aspect you'd like to see more of from T.J. Warren. We know he's a great scorer. Pretty dime there.
Pass to Zubac. Down low. And the jam by Covington.
Well, not exactly one of those big, burly power forwards, right? He depends on his leaping ability more than those guys, and it serves him just fine.
Baisley misses.
I think this is a spot he has got to become more consistent from if you want to command the defender's respect.
Uses the glass to finish the layup. Covington's gotten his 3rd basket of the night.
Since Covington has arrived in the league, he has come such a long way in his overall game. Great interior work there.
Fantastic replay we just saw of the Mobile One drive.
He made that drive look easy, but that had a high degree of difficulty.
Now here's Powell. Well, he hasn't scored yet, but I'm sure that'll change. Just 5 on the clock. Lets it go from deep. Fires in the triple.
Absolutely critical that Norman Powell expands his range. The more he makes that 3, the more the floor opens up.
No shortage of scoring here at the end of the first quarter. Clippers ahead, leading by 4. thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Clippers.
Well, we're in the era of the three-point basket. So if you want to win games in this league, you have to connect from deep. And they have been thus far.
Yeah, and their assertiveness in the paint so far tonight has been impactful. They're really making it hard for the interior defense.
The two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. It's Batum at the power forward with Zubac at center. And it's Westbrook in at the point. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers. And last year's outcome, so unfortunate for Paul and the Phoenix Suns, Chris.
Yeah, B.A. I mean, the best record in the league by 8 games. You know, it kind of seemed like Paul might finally get that ring. Just a heartbreaking loss for them against Dallas in Game 7.
This is about the last guy you want to send to the stripe right now. They keep fouling him, and he keeps making them.
Leonard and Biyombo with the block.
Well, Biyombo's calling card, right? A terrific shot blocker. Boy, put it in his vicinity. He's sending it back.
Los Angeles has gone 3 of 6 from deep so far. Batum outside. Fires the 3. He's off on that one. Now the Suns take it the other way. They swipe it. Here's Westbrook. He's coming off a 10-point game against Sacramento. Batum with a screen on Paul. Pass to Batum. Back to Westbrook. Batum with a screen on Paul. Clock at 4. And stolen by Paul. Here's Durant. And Durant with the big finish.
Court vision, intellect, basketball IQ, the masterful distributor that is Chris Paul.
Leonard against Craig. Here's Zubac. It's good. And the assist that time from Leonard. Leonard's got his 4th assist with that last one.
Another lead change. Give these teams credit. They're really fighting it out.
Neither team willing to give an inch, and neither able to seize the momentum. This has been a fascinating one to watch.
From outside the arc. Up again. Great positioning on the putback. And it's a 4-point Los Angeles lead.
Well, we know Russell Westbrook is going to bring great effort nightly, and it shows up right there. Second chance opportunities.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Thank you, Brian. Well, Paul George has certainly endured his share of criticism in the past, but he said, quote, "I can't worry about that. It comes with the job. I am who I am. They can judge me on what they want. I'm going to go out there and hoop and give it everything I've got." And guys, he brings a lot to the table.
No question. He is elite, Allie. Thank you. The Clippers have got 2 of 7 attempts to drop since the end of the first quarter. Westbrook missing again.
Defensively, you pick your poison. That time, they gambled off the right guy.
Big men nowadays, Doris, some of them handle like a guard.
Well, this is the beauty and the natural evolution of having to function on the perimeter. You want to be as skilled as possible. We call it being a three-tool player, Brian. Can you dribble? Can you pass? Can you shoot? Increasingly, you must be able to do all 3.
Time called here. Los Angeles decides to talk it over. So it's both teams making substitutions here. With a break here, let's see which teams racked up the assists during last year's campaign. Phoenix, 4th.
Well, you have to like the way they moved the ball last season. Guys were passing it around unselfishly. That was reflected in their assist totals.
Here's Highland. He's coming off a 10-point game against the Kings in Sacramento.
I thought his physicality was crucial, too. You know, he kept the defense on their toes and repeatedly got to the free throw line.
The Suns trailing. Ross for 3. Sends it home from 3-point land. Ross has gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
The Phoenix Suns have been a completely different team since acquiring Chris Paul. He's the leader of this team, and he helps set the tone on both ends.
That shot wide open. He has 6.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Well, that 3-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
I love it when Baisley crashes the offensive glass. This guy's got long arms. He's got excellent athleticism. Get to work.
On the wingman, out of bounds. It'll be Phoenix's ball. Boy, the city of Phoenix really embracing Chris Paul as soon as he arrived.
Yeah, I mean, he's in the latter stages of his career now. but you would never know it based on how hard he plays every single night. It just makes everyone on this team so much better.
The Clippers trail. Pass to Highland. A minute 6 left in the first half of this game. 4 on the clock. And again, it's the Clippers. One team gains momentum, then the other storms back.
Hey, if this is any indication of how the game is going to go, we're in for a treat.
And for the Clippers, they're shooting the rock well at 46%. On the wing man. Pass to Plumlee. Powell with it. Here's Highland. The three. It's hauled in by Bazley. 7-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Oh, Covington with a block.
This guy is such a lengthy wing defender. Robert Covington doing work defensively.
Some changes for Phoenix. DeAndre Ayton, he's checked in for Bazley. Booker comes in for Shamet. And Payne is subbed in for Warren. The Clippers in the lead. Here's Mann. And a miss there on the triple. Here's Okogie, covered by Covington. Oh, Covington with a block. And he's able to get it back. Here's Okogie.
This guy has such quality length for his position. Robert Covington able to match.
And the first half comes to an end. We've got a close game going here. The Clippers on top, up by 1. And we'll step away brief.
This game is close right now. They have a big advantage with the bench. I mean, if they're reserved.
All right, guys, let's look at some final scores. And that's it for halftime.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during halftime. And so, in the game for Phoenix, the deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. Josh Okogie is out there with Kevin Durant, and it's Ayton in at the 5 spot. George with the bucket.
Well, there are times where you've got to get to that mid-range jump shot, and Paul George has got it to perfection.
And for Paul George, playing close to home on a title-contending team, it's a tremendous opportunity, Greg.
And back with the Pacers, he twice made the Eastern Conference Finals, but without a doubt, this is the most talented team he's ever been a part of.
Here's Okogie. Off target from outside.
Oh, man, he can't get anything to fall. You can feel his frustration.
He is trying to shoot his way out of it, and it might be better for him to pass the basketball at this point.
And he makes the first.
It has to be interesting when you're bringing the ball up the court and Kawhi Leonard is the guy coming to meet you. This guy is the embodiment of an elite defender.
And it's the Clippers on the break. Oh, got that one up quick. George has got 5 points now this quarter.
Well, no hesitation. The full arsenal on display here. Catch and shoot, rise and fire. Yes, Paul George.
Leonard really has shown very few cracks in his defensive game over the years, Doris.
B.A., I think it's a combination of things. Certainly the physical attributes. He's really long. He's got unbelievable lateral quickness. His defensive instincts and IQ are just off the charts. This guy is as disruptive, a defensive force as we have seen.
Okogie's shot is off.
I'll tell you, no matter what he does, he can't find his rhythm, and you get the sense he's starting to press a little bit.
For 3, George. Hauled in by Paul. The Suns have gotten 2 of 4 shots to go since the break. Durant finds Paul. And it's off from 3-point range. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 4 here in the third from range. Shoots from 12. The shot that time not on target. Booker with the defensive effort. Pass to Paul. Here's Okogie. Leonard defending. And it's going to be a goaltending call here, so they will count the bucket.
Well, at least the D was going for it, but he got to the ball just a moment late.
Time called here. Los Angeles decides to talk it over. Zubats. He's checked in for Los Angeles. And since we have a moment, here are last year's most efficient scorers around the league. DeAndre Ayton, 4th, and of course Ivica Zubats.
These guys are as close as you get to a sure thing on the offensive end. All season long, they were shooting with pinpoint accuracy.
Boy, guys, it wasn't too long ago that the Los Angeles Clippers were the worst team in the league. But boy, have times changed. The Clippers are now an attractive organization for some stars.
And Westbrook slams it home.
You can make the case Russell Westbrook elite in the history of the game at the point guard position. How about those hops?
And here's Payne outside. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. Batum's got 4 rebounds now. I mean, a true transformation of the Clippers. They were that team that stars avoided.
They were, BA, but I think that started to change back in 2011. The trade of
Nice.
CP3 to the Clippers, it started this new era. Then the ownership change helped it even further. And in one summer, let's remember, they signed both Kawhi and Paul George. Unreal transformation.
George's shot is good.
They are unconscious from outside. And so far, the defense has had no answer.
Well, that's the whole point, isn't it? If you space the floor well enough, it's almost impossible for the defense to account for everyone.
Tried to come right back at him with the 3. Not that time.
Here's Leonard. Again, the Clippers score. Phoenix calls timeout. Well, these Suns have had a successful past couple of seasons.
Yeah, BA. I mean, they certainly know the greatness they're capable of. They can give you a lot of confidence out there on the floor, even against other elite teams.
And the Clippers will go for a different look here. Covington's checked in for Batum. Powell comes in for Leonard. Mann, he's checked in for Paul George. And it's Highland in for Westbrook. And the Suns will go for a different look here. Biyombo, he's checked in for Baisley. Craig comes in for Shamet. Booker, he's checked in for Warren. And it's Lee in for Payne.
And playing very well here in the second half. I mean, their shooting percentage is now over 50% from the field.
Here's Booker. Oh, no good. The dry spell continues. For 3, Powell. The Suns clear it.
Man, come on!
Los Angeles will have it. A chance to check out the Phoenix Suns
going.
schedule. On Tuesday, they'll go up against Stephen Curry and the Golden State Warriors. And then Friday, they'll go up against C.J. McCollum and the New Orleans Pelicans. Here's Powell. Ooh, good work defensively by Biyombo.
It's all about the defense right there. Without that level of activity, he probably scores it.
Already a terrific career for Booker. 3-time All-Star. And then last year, he was named to the All-NBA first team. Just a bonus.
The first one falls.
Well, Devin Booker's ability to put an offense on his back is huge for any organization. His willingness to absorb and embrace responsibility is so crucial.
Pass to Powell. Launches it. That one doesn't drop. So Phoenix will take it the other way.
I think he's got to settle down because right now it feels like he's rushing, like he's forcing some shots. This quarter he has been completely bothered.
The Clippers have gone 8 of 15 in the third quarter. The drive by Mann to the left side wing. And the basket by Highland. He's got 11.
Have to love the ball distribution. Keep everyone involved.
Here's Biyombo. It's rebounded by Zubats. Zubats has got rebound number 8 now. Pass to Highland. The 3 is up. That shot off the mark.
Shoot it!
And so it's Los Angeles leading by 17 at the end of the period.
God.
Off to run. And now let's listen in to Ty Lue in the huddle. And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. At small and power forward, it's George and Leonard. Then it's Norman Powell. Then it's Mason Plumlee. And it's Highland in at the 1. That's who's out there for the Clippers.
How was that?
Inside. Here's Leonard. From 13 feet, down it goes. Leonard's got 11 points here in the second half.
A tale of two halves. After a slow start, he's turning his offense around.
Here's Paul. Chalk up 2 there.
Now, there's a level of physicality that all coaches can appreciate. Chris Paul doing work.
Outstanding dribble drive. And that replay was brought to you by Mobile One.
Yeah, they have a long way to go, but attacking the rim like that is a great way to start a comeback.
Well, the Suns shooting just 31% in today's game. Not great. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. The 2021-22 season felt like a lost one for the Clippers. Kawhi and Paul George both hurt.
So true. I mean, but B.A., those two together, healthy, are scary. A finals-level duo. It kind of shows you how you can plan, build an awesome roster, but injuries can derail it all.
Batum's checked in for Los Angeles. Russell Westbrook comes in for Highland.
You know, put a rough first half behind him. He's absolutely crushing it here in the second.
For 3, Durant. Here's Ayton. An easy 2 on the layup.
Well, we're talking about a big-time rebounder. DeAndre Ayton's timing, excellent.
Los Angeles has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the fourth quarter. And the foul on Chris Paul. That'll be a second foul of the game. About a minute and a half through the fourth quarter now. George finds Westbrook. Here's Batum.
I'll tell you, even though he's not playing his best basketball, the team has played well and picked it up. I love it.
Denied by Leonard.
Well, the instincts of Kawhi Leonard on the defensive end are so pure. Send it back Kawhi.
It's great to see a fantastic block on replay once again.
Showing no signs of giving up this lead. That block sent shockwaves into the opposition sails.
Phoenix calls timeout. And now let's present our New Balance Player of the Game, Kawhi Leonard.
Yeah, really the standout element of his game tonight was his offense and his ability to get inside by cutting the defense to shreds, finding lanes, even making them, and relentlessly attacking the hoop.
Hey, these fans love him so much, and when he gets it going, they respond. The crowd's energy fueled his performance. And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
I was able to listen in on what Monty Williams was going over with his team. He did everything he could to fire the team up, saying, quote, I don't care how far down we are. We can do this. Attack and take what's ours. Let's go out there and show them it's not over.
Great work, Allie. Thanks.
You can see the kind of savvy Kawhi Leonard plays with. This guy makes the defense commit and gets himself to the foul line.
And Kawhi Leonard, one of 3 perimeter players to win back-to-back Defensive Player of the Year awards. It's him, Sidney Moncrief, and a young Dennis Rodman.
He gets it in there.
We've seen that more than once today. An effortless basket inside.
The Clippers have gotten only 2 of 6 attempts to drop in the fourth. Timeout called, the Clippers. And for his career, Kawhi Leonard has more steals than fouls, Greg.
You know, B.A., he and Jimmy Butler, I believe, the only 2 players to achieve that after a decade in the league. A pretty remarkable achievement.
Making some changes. Biyombo, he's checked in for Baisley. Ross comes in for Warren. And it's Durant in for Payne. A touch under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. Baseline jumper. The Suns clear it. Durant's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Lee into the lane. Oh, and makes it with the kiss.
Boy, you gotta love the determination there. He got good position and didn't take any chances. Finished right at the rim.
For 3, George. Kevin Durant with a rebound. Durant's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. And the basket by Shaman.
Well, they're trying to establish their attack down in the paint. And make no mistake, these help their overall confidence.
Pass to George.
Alexa,
takes a 13
stop.
And it's Lee with the rebound. The Suns have gone 5 of 11 so far in the fourth. Here's Shaman. Oh, he gets it to fall, and that makes it just a single-digit deficit.
I'll tell you, allow him to get to a spot, and it's over, right? Defense unable to even challenge the shot.
Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We played about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter here. Nails it from 3.
Now, Russell Westbrook wants to keep the defense honest, so he'll make just enough three-point shots to do exactly that.
Here's Durant. Rebound by the Clippers. Batum's got a rebound number 5 here tonight. Los Angeles has gone 1 for 5 shooting from the arc here in the fourth. And he lobs it up top. Slam dunk by Plumlee.
Well, Russ making the great read. Outstanding work, understanding the floor, and finding his open teammate.
Pass to Biyombo. Here's Shamet. Launches a 3. Leonard pulls down the board.
Barring a miracle comeback, this one is wrapped up. They were able to control the tempo and flow of the game, and it will end in a victory for the Clippers.
This team did a lot of things well tonight. Number 1 was passing the ball.
And it was a team that was in rhythm, and they just trusted each other to take the right shots.
And this one concludes with their second victory of the year.
It's just the start of this season series with 3 games left between them, but it must feel great to take the first meeting.
And as it was happening, as it was building, you knew this was a monster game for Kawhi Leonard.
This guy putting on a passing clinic. If you want to know how to run an offense, roll back the tape from this evening.
And it's the Clippers' ball. Earlier in the game, they led by 19. 6-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Plumlee. It's good on the putback. And the Clippers lead by 16.
They got a big lift from their crowd tonight, giving them the energy they needed.
What an impressive performance, to say the least. At this point, it looks insurmountable.
And it's Kevin Durant with the foul. That's his first foul of the game.
Third team foul. Substitution on the floor.
George outside. So no problem for the Clippers as they get the win. They didn't have too many problems tonight.
They didn't.
Thanks, Allie. Great interview once again. And that'll do it, folks.
And start out 1-2 for the season. Damn it, that sucks. I guess we'll do one more game. Let's be Golden State.
Welcome, fans, to two. DA, take it away. Indeed it is. Thank you, DA. So Phoenix will get the first possession. And now the Golden State Warriors starters. The core of this team all out there. Curry and Thompson in the backcourt with Green at the 4. Looney out there with Wiggins.
That's what he gives you, a big-time presence on the glass.
And you know what, Greg? Once he gets his hands on it, he's not even thinking about kicking it out.
Oh, his competitiveness right now is why the teammates love him.
And it's the Suns' ball. Last game matched up with the Clippers. A tough loss there.
I mean, in the modern era, you have to be able to stretch the floor, or you're going to struggle.
Yeah, the best way to make it hard on teams is continue your motion, and their motion on the perimeter just wasn't good enough That ended up costing them.
Man, Devin Booker is a true shooter. A walking bucket, always ready to let it fly.
And the proof is right there in the numbers, Greg. I mean, 2 seasons in a row, he's been top 10 in field goal attempts. So he knows how, when, and where to get that ball up.
Now here's Curry. In the corner, it's Wiggins. Here's Looney. Phoenix grabs the miss.
Still searching out their offensive game right now. 1 of 5 from the field to start this one.
Durant, no good. Warriors have gone just 1 for 5 from the field to start the quarter. Thompson outside from the arc. Buries the long-range jumper. Thompson's got 6 points.
Yeah, raise your hand if you're surprised that Klay Thompson racked up 3 more points.
Ball left side from past the arc. They get it back. And again, it's the Suns missing.
Well, if he's going to keep shooting, they've got to run some plays for him. Screens, pick and rolls, anything they can do to get him started.
Greg, we know that Klay Thompson had 941 days between NBA games because of those injuries. But he was using that experience away for good.
And Klay announcing with that his family foundation would have a 941-day initiative. Programs to help workers who have suffered career setbacks. Thompson helping others with their comeback.
Well, that's the kind of passing right there that makes a difference. Not just in that possession, but maybe on your play for the entire game.
Now Curry. And it's Devin Booker with the rebound. Paul kicks to Ayton. Kogi for 3. Shot clock reset for Phoenix. Yep, that one goes.
If Ayton can get in that kind of position, he can be a bully on the inside.
Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far in the first quarter. A shot by Curry, no good. Suns trailing. Pass to Ayton. Nice ball movement by Phoenix. And here's Booker from the arc. Doesn't go for him. And it's the Warriors taking it the other way.
Things are going south right now. This is not the type of shooting that his teammates expect from him.
1:51 left in the first. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead.
Give him a little credit. Take some guts to keep shooting if you're struggling this bad. It's getting a little bit ugly right now.
And sitting out for over 2 years due to devastating injuries. It is so good to see Klay Thompson back on the court.
I love it, and he's been so competitive with himself to fight through this injury and also to regain that form. There had to have been a lot of questions with over 900 days off. Can I get back to that level? And I believe that he wasn't even fully healthy during the finals, so we're going to see a more confident Klay this year.
Now, here's Poole. His last outing with 20 points. A shot by Thompson, and no one's around. No good from outside. Suns trail by 4. Pass to Ross. Fires the 3. Up again. Great positioning on the putback.
Smooth. Guys, very good job getting himself in close enough that he could just tip it back in.
Well said. Those kind of plays in the offensive glass can tell the story sometimes, can't they? No coverage that time. Thompson's got 10 points.
Well, he doesn't look satisfied with the lead right now. He wants more, and he looks like he's going to get it.
Cross, that's good.
And Payne just playing eyes-up basketball, seeing that opportunity.
Now, here's Poole. Defense is right there. Thompson from long range. Craig pulls it in. Thompson against Ross. And he banks in the layup. Ross has got his second basket.
Such a critical part of how their offense is going to flow. Things are only working when he seems to be on the floor.
Poole, the pass to Green. And the Warriors tack on 2 more.
That stroke looked pretty good, and solid results as Draymond knocks down a rare mid-range jumper.
And the whistle blows as the basket counts, and a 3-point play chance right here. One free throw coming up. Phoenix shooting their first free throw of the night. That free throw good from Ross. There's 14 seconds left in the first quarter. On the wing, Peyton. And the Warriors get it back. And he gets it to go.
DiVincenzo getting those feet together, and Dante does the rest.
Here's Payne. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Really, the right play defensively. If you can't block, force him to the line.
That one misses.
Campaign just a grinder and has stuck with it. His career arc is quite interesting. Spent time in the G.
And that concludes a back-and-forth, high-scoring first quarter of play. Suns lead by 1. Let's take a quick break now, and then it's on to the second quarter after this.
Winning.
And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And from what we've seen, guys, from the Suns, what are you thinking so far?
Just cashing in on second chance opportunities. That's how they built this early lead.
Working the offensive glass that sometimes comes from predictable shots from your offense, and they've been opportunistic here.
Setting the floor for the Warriors. Kuminga out there with Looney. Then it's Wiggins. Then it's Curry. And it's DiVincenzo in at the shooting guard position. Brent, how has size now affected the way the game is played?
Well, if I could just take a detour, Kevin, I would tell you it's skill that has affected the way the game has played. I mean, this has always been a tall man's game, and usually it's been dominated by the biggest guys. But that's not the case anymore. So you look at 6'4", the 6'7" guys who are skilled to shoot, pass, and dribble. That's what every team is looking for. And that's the way the modern NBA team, especially a championship caliber team, is made.
A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Thanks, Kevin.
Of course, the Warriors' offense stands out for its emphasis on ball movement. Coach Steve Kerr says if you get to touch the ball and be a part of the action, whether it's as an assist man, ball mover, shooter, dribbler, the more people who are involved in the offense, the more powerful it becomes. Kevin, strength in numbers, indeed.
As has always been the case for his offense, the more the better. And it's worked for him. DA, thanks.
And talking about Dante DiVincenzo, a native of Delaware, that's a state that doesn't see many of their own go pro.
Well, he has been a winner at every stop, Greg. In high school, back-to-back state championships in Delaware. And then he won 2 titles in college. He won a ring with the Bucks. And so the resume has a long list of titles with it.
And so Booker will bring it up for the Suns. Trailing by 2. This game against Golden State is the first time they've met this season.
And we saw how competitive and entertaining the season series was between these two terrific teams last year.
Yeah, people who saw this game got their money's worth, and it was fitting that they split the season series, given the enormous talent level on both sides.
Ayton, and finally they hit one.
Well, again, with that kind of size, DeAndre Ayton is going to draw some fouls and does not shy away from contact.
Higgins outside. To the middle. Looking for Kuminga. He gets it there.
And credit the screen for giving him the space he needed to get to the rim.
For sure, GA allows him to come in with the sledgehammer.
Yeah, well, we settle for the layup when you can attack the rim and rise up like that.
And Phoenix with a whole new group on the floor. The Warriors also with a sub. Thompson's checked in. Suns trail by 5. And here's Warren for 3. Sinks the triple. Warren's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
T.J. Warren trusts that shot. Trust me. Fantastic at shooting with purpose off the pass. That's alliteration.
They get it again.
I'm not going to see that very often. The defense in the vicinity, but still, he's not one to blow layups.
Here's Payne. A new 14 for the Suns. The shot's good from Beasley.
And Beasley showing up now physically on the boards.
Golden State's gone 1 of 4 from three-point range in the second. Not a whole lot dropping out there for them. Kuminga with a wide open look. And the 3 ball is good. Kuminga's got his second bucket tonight.
And they've got to talk to each other on D there. Miscommunication, and now he's able to make them pay.
Payne can't hit.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
Something you noticed about these Suns last year was their offensive talent strength. It could be seen from top to bottom.
Man, they got plenty of great shooters on the floor. Obviously, one of the great distributors of all time in Chris Paul. With these guys scoring in a variety of ways, really tough to defend from inside, outside, and the deadly mid-range of your leader.
Yeah, the D with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been from beyond.
Payne. One-on-one here. Here's Thompson. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. And this is what the schedule looks like coming up for Phoenix. On Friday, they'll be taking on Jonas Valanciunas and the New Orleans Pelicans. And then on Sunday, the Houston Rockets will come into town. And the Warriors decide to take their first time out here. Phoenix making some changes. Landry Shamet's checked in for Torrey Craig. Okogie comes in for T.J. Warren. And it's Devin Booker in for Cameron Payne. Golden State also making some changes. Green, he's checked in for Looney. Payton comes in for Andrew Wiggins. And Poole subbed in for Stephen Curry. And the Suns miss again. Warriors leading by 8. Outside, Green. Now the pass to Kuminga. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Well, Phoenix shooting just 33%, struggling to get good looks. Shots good by Lee.
Huge hole in the defense that possession. He didn't waste any time cutting through it.
It's his second foul, but not the end of the world. One more before halftime, though. That would change some things.
The Warriors have shot 5 of 6 at the foul line tonight.
Wow. What, did he have something in his eye on that shot?
Maybe.
And Jordan Poole has stepped onto the NBA stage and not ever backed down from a challenge. He plays with tremendous confidence.
Green finds Poole. No one near Payton as he lets it go. Off target with his 3. Suns trail by 7. Here's Okogie. Green with the rebound. Green's got 6 rebounds here tonight.
And another miss. Ooh, he's having a really ugly game.
Yeah, about as ugly as you can have, you're right. With 1 on the clock, and the layup is good. Paisley's got his second bucket.
And this kind of distribution is something that Devin Booker is only going to improve upon.
Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime.
It's apparent from the numbers, Kenny.
Yeah, very apparent.
Okay, time to discuss the first half of. Thank you for being with us.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Klay Thompson has been sensational.
Yeah, and through the first 2 quarters, he has been the offense for this team.
Yeah, he's shouldering the load right now and looking really comfortable while he's doing it.
Ball and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. Ayton is out there with Durant, and it's Okogie in at the 3 slot. That's who's out there for Phoenix.
Well, when KD asked out, you knew the Nets would get a king's ransom. Perhaps the biggest star trade we've seen in decades. But with KD on this team, that they are right in the thick of it as far as contenders. You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Here's Curry with the 3. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. Green's got 3 assists now in this one.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
There's a lot of people who are very curious about Ayton and the total package he is. Nice pass there.
Here's Looney. No good on the shot. Some solid defense there from KD. Here's Okogie. And the layup's good off the glass. Okogie's got 4 this quarter.
And guys, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip.
On 3-pointer, Wiggins, and it's Phoenix with the rebound.
Nothing seems to be going down for him today.
Bucket is good. Paul's got his second bucket of the night.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Wiggins outside. Shoots over KD. And that one's good. Wiggins has got 5 now.
Wiggins at his size has the ability to post like that and take it to the rack.
Timeout call, the Suns. And the Warriors making a change here. DiVincenzo's checked in. Suns trail by 6.
Just thinking aloud about the best teams of my lifetime, that 2017 Warriors are way up there. That first year KD was with Golden State.
Curry gets the bucket.
And Wiggins' game continues to evolve. You saw that right there. Good eye movement, found the shooter.
And Phoenix turns it over again.
And no need to rush on a situation like that. That's just giving away a possession.
Warriors leading by 8. And the title-winning 2017 Warriors, Brent Berry, what made them special?
Kevin Durant, Steph Curry, Klay Thompson, Draymond Green. I mean, all these guys in their prime, Kevin, but to me, it's what Steve created there stylistically. The fact that they played with so much freedom, so much enjoyment. You don't see that all that often. And so the Warriors reaching the crown with that kind of consistency and character, that's what made it special.
Here's Ross. And he drops it in from the low post. He's got 10. And here's Green. He'll bring it up for the Warriors. They've led by as much as 10. Curry attacking. Good. And it's Green picking up the assist. 13 points for Stephen Curry.
He was sitting back a little bit there in the first half, but feels like showtime now, and he's ready to put some major points up on the board.
In the corner, it's DiVincenzo. No good on the 3. Suns trail by 8. Here's Lee. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Green's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. And the wide open shot from DiVincenzo connects from 3-point range. DiVincenzo's got 7 points. It's stolen by Curry. It's up a 3. Here's Looney, and the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Looney in the right spot there. Good presence on the inside as he boxes the defense out and sends the ball right up.
Warriors leading by 13. Pass to DiVincenzo. They get it back. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Yeah, Looney opens up the offense here. You're just getting some bonus points from him, and that's helping out when he knocks down Jays.
And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there.
Jump ball call.
In the corner, it's Wiggins. Nailed from 3-point land. And the Warriors lead by 18.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score.
And the Warriors with some changes. Jonathan Kuminga. He's checked in for Looney. Gary Payton comes in for Andrew Wiggins. And Poole subbed in for Stephen Curry. Craig. Offensive struggles continue, missing again. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Pass to Poole. Over Paul. Here's Payton. And he converts the layup.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
Phoenix, no good that time either.
All the energy is on the other side right now, and every miss just makes it worse.
Well, the other team is scorching hot, and they come down on this end and can't find a way to get the embers going.
The Warriors have shot 75% at the stripe, 6 of 8.
What I appreciate most about Green is his leadership. Strong vocally on and off the floor.
8 seconds left to play here in the third. Here's Craig. That 3 off the mark. And as we conclude the third quarter, pretty much a blowout. It's been a one-sided affair.
Ladies and gentlemen,
now let's listen in to head coach Steve Kerr.
We got to get the first domino to fall, and then it's...
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Setting the floor for the Warriors. Green is out there with Jonathan Kuminga. Then there's Jordan Poole. And there's Klay Thompson. And it's Payton in at the 2 spot.
As good a passer as we've ever seen in the NBA. Chris Paul setting up a great look that time.
And Green slams it in.
Leaping ability is off the charts. Not the biggest power forward, but outstanding at rising up off the ground.
Craig can't get it to go.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
The Suns shooting a meager 37% for the game. For 3, Booker. He can't get it to go. So Golden State will take it the other way. 3-pointer, Payton. Phoenix grabs the miss. Ayton's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game.
And thus far, they've managed to overcome an off game from him offensively.
Payton with the ball. Now guarded by Ayton.
Oh, come on.
Poole with no one around. And the Warriors miss again.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
3-pointer. Craig can't get it to go.
Well, he wants to shoot his way out of this cold spell, but the struggles continue.
Yeah, he's got to move on, forget about this sequence here, and try to find a way to get on the board.
Here's Paul. Offensive rebound. Ayton fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
You wonder if Ayton's one of those guys who realizes just how physical and tough he can be.
Okogie's checked in for the Suns. Then for the Warriors, Looney's checked in for Green. Andrew Wiggins comes in.
And that's not what I wanted to do.
And now, let's take a look at the New Balance player of the game, Draymond Green.
And in terms of his shooting, this has been one of the more accurate performances you'll ever see. I mean, he's been in constant motion, creating a lot of good looks for himself. But still, even when you're wide open, you expect to miss some of the time. That has not been the case here tonight. This guy has made everything.
I don't think anyone in this building saw this coming. I'm sure that of the players who these fans thought would beat them, his name was not at the top of the list. Wiggins against Durant. Outside Curry. Nifty move. And it's good. 2 points. Curry's got 11 in the second half. And we'll get a look at how the hustle stat game has been going for the Warriors.
They have been a wrecking ball defensively, coming up with steals, being active with their hands, and just doing a terrific job of disrupting the rhythm.
And I feel like another part of tonight's game has been the hustle points, getting up and down, getting second chances, getting transition opportunities. They've been fantastic in that area.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Chris Paul picks up that one.
Yeah, you don't want to put Curry at the line. That's just dangerous, and pretty much 2 points. Stephen, the best free throw shooter ever.
And one of the many special things about Steph Curry, his loyalty. Sticking with this Warriors franchise since being drafted back in 2009.
And here's Curry, who brings it up for Golden State. They lead by the biggest margin of the game, 25. Oh, and there's the foul. It's on Josh Okogie. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Fouling like that isn't how you get back in the game.
And some changes here for the Warriors. Gary Payton comes in for Kuminga. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Klay Thompson. And talking about Steph, he is the face of the franchise. And his loyalty is shown.
Steph's been a model citizen, never complains, never causes any issues, willing to work with young teammates. He is the ideal superstar to build around.
Payton outside, lets it go from deep. Here's Wiggins, and the Warriors tack on 2 more.
And man, I love it when Wiggins gets vertical. Such an impressive athlete.
Here's Ross, and he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down.
And with those points, he puts an end to that 10-0 run by Golden State.
Ross against Curry. And another basket for Golden State.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Warriors.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And every win important, and this one will go down as win number 3.
They can chalk this one up, but these two teams will see plenty more of one another before the season's over.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Stephen Curry.
Just knows how to fill it up, and that's exactly what he did tonight. Nobody that they assigned to him could really get a handle on him.
Back to DiVincenzo. That falls. Nice feed that time from Wiggins.
Making every effort to put this game on ice.
Loved it. The guys are staying aggressive late in this ball game, just not wanting to let go of the rope.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the three-point line, and I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets. Now, I'm all for the crowd interacting with the players, but not so much the players interacting with the crowd. That one, errant pass.
5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Payne's shot is good.
It's always great to get into a rhythm, but do it when it matters.
Yeah, it's tough to mount a comeback like this and then fall oh so short. I'm sure that's weighing on them just a little bit.
Ross on the wing, defended by DiVincenzo. Outside Curry. So we see the Warriors taking the game here. This one was over well before. David, thank you as always.
Thanks for coming.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now.
That's going to do it for tonight's broadcast. If you're new to the stream, don't forget to comment, like, thumbs up, subscribe. Thank you.
Arguably the biggest
Peace.
upset so far is the #1 seed Milwaukee Bucks losing to the #8 seed Miami Heat.